2 weeks later, it's been 3 weeks. You has been admitted. Grandma Mrs. Kim also came with Mr. Kim and Youngi, and Grandpa stays back at house. Sohail as Jessie is pregnant and her case sensitive, so doctor advised her not to travel here. Also be with Jessie, but they talk to you more often times on Skype calls. In these days, you develop a very good bond with Mrs. Kim. Mrs. Kim care for you like a mother and never let you feel down. He and Grandma were always there for you. Mr. Kim also came and talked to you and blessed to you. Found a nice friend in Jungkook. He talked to you so much and make you laugh at silly things. You was happy and this happiness didn't let you think negatively. All the young presence was enough to make you feel warm and safe. You embedded in his arms, circled in his chest because it made you feel free from any fear and gave you feeling of being secure. Present, you asked Taehyung to pass a comb as you wanted to comb your hair, but Taehyung said that he will do it. He sat beside you. You separate. You will do it. Taehyung, why do you have any doubt on your husband? No, I just thought, how do you know this? You seem so confident and explained, Taehyung, I'm always confident whether it is first time. Anyway, there is nothing I can do except for one thing that can be done by you only. Taehyung started combing your hair. You chuckled, really, and what is the one thing? I also want to know what is that great Kim Taehyung can do, and I can win in one thing from him. So teasingly, but your laugh faded as you felt his face came close to your putting your hair aside. Taehyung huskily, I can't give birth to my baby. You can only do that. You mind? I felt the heat rushed to my cheeks. I couldn't utter anything. Next, I looked down. Then a minute later, I heard him chuckling. I turned towards him and hit him on his chest. You fake angrily. You are such a tease, Taehyung. Why you do this? Always Taehyung laughs. It's too much to see you like that. But what's wrong? I said. I genuinely can't do that. You shut up, Taehyung. Stop it. Hit him again. I will kill you. Taehyung hold your both hands and hugged you from back, not letting to free your hands. Taehyung, I will say that also when the time comes. But for now, let me do your hair. You, Taehyung, okay, I won't say anything. Then you started talking about Mrs. Kim and Grandma. You know, Taehyung, they are really nice. I thought I got my mother back. You was, but Taehyung attention diverted to the comb your hair fall. He get worried and remember. Flashback, doctor. She has to face all this Kim, and it's normal. She will have so much hair fall. She may feel sleepy. She can get pale and weak with the time. That's all the phase where the patient need to be strong. Flashback ends. Taehyung remembered the first day after their marriage when he noticed your hair so long till your waist and so dense, but now it is slowly it is losing due to hair fall. They are getting thin. You look so pale and you get tired easily. You has dark circle around your eyes. You feel weak. He got worried. He was so lost in his thoughts that he didn't respond to you who was talking to him. After a few minutes of noticing getting no response, you turned around to find him lost in thought, looking at the hair entangled in comb. You know what he was thinking. You put your palm on his face, bringing him back to sense. You know it all normal, Taehyung, right? Taehyung nods, yeah, I know, but it is difficult. It is too difficult to see you like this. You are getting weak and pale, losing charm of your face. I can't see you like this. It's pained me. I may lose my charm, but I don't lose my smile because you are reason for it. I don't care of anything else till you are with me. Until I am here, you don't need to think about anything else. You only give me strength to fight, and if you will feel weak, then what will I do? Taehyung, hold your face gently, Taehyung. I will never feel weak, you, but what to do? At the end, I am also a human who have heart, and it feels vulnerable to see you like this. You are my dream. I will never let my promises and dreams to get started. I fulfill them. You, then why do you get scared? Taehyung, because I love you, I feel like to take all pain from you, but I just can't do anything. You, if that would have been so easy, then what's love? You also said no, what love without pain? Then if something is written in our destiny, no one can snatch that from us. May this was written in my fate, but I have no complaint from my destiny because personally I am destined to you. Taehyung, and I am destined to you. Always you note with big smile. You, Taehyung, can you promise me something? Taehyung, hold your hand, even it's my life. You little hesitate. I will be always there with you in your heart. But if something happens to me, please move on. Taehyung heard it and chuckled, silent, nodding, unbelievable at you. Taehyung, only that I promise you I will move on, but don't worry, I will move on with you only in our next birth. Don't you said it today, I am letting it go, but if you utter those words again, then I will face rest of me and about something happens to you. Firstly, nothing is going to happen to you, and secondly, if you will leave, I promise to come behind you. It's heaven, I won't leave you alone anywhere to live peacefully after leaving me in pain. Did you get that? Taehyung, but Taehyung, I don't want to hear anything else. I said it, that's it. Saying this, he made your hair into one and tell you to take rest. Taehyung, you take rest, I will be back. You look at him and get sad. He was angry and hurt you. Taehyung, I said something you, then only the door get open and Mrs. Kim came in said, Taehyung, mom, I have a work, please be with her. Mrs. Kim showed Taehyung, that's why I came here. You, Taehyung, at least listen to me. Taehyung, tell her to take rest. She needs it. By saying this, he looked at you once way before leaving room. Mrs. Kim feels something wrong. She looked towards you, who looked down to avoid your fresh tears that welled up in your eyes. Mrs. Kim, she came and sat beside you. She hugged you. Mrs. Kim, I don't know what happened, but don't worry. He's just angry or something. He will be fine. Don't take stress. You take rest. Come on. She broke the hug. Mrs. Kim made you lay on bed. You gave smile to Mrs. Kim, but you were sad. Mrs. Kim sit beside you and caressed your forehead and hair. You closed your eyes and then opened, looking towards the door. Sadly, you was thinking about Taehyung. Time skips. Next day, you, why can't he understand anything, mom? Mrs. Kim, you need to understand you, not him. You, what should I understand, mom? He didn't talk to me properly since yesterday. Just asking about my health, my medicine, and take rest. That's all. You what's wrong did I say? I just don't know anything what happened in future and I can't let him live in like crops. Mrs. Kim, you still need to understand him a lot. He will die but never agree to this. I know my son. You mom, at least you understand me please. Mrs. Kim, I understand your point you but you then please mom, if something happens to me, can you promise to make him move on in his life please? Mrs. Kim, you I can't promise something I can never fulfill and why do I promise when I know you will be going to be fine dear? You mom, you know everything still. Mrs. Kim, Taehyung is way more stubborn than you think. He will never able to move on. You need to understand he is your husband. He loves you. It is never easy, not only for him but for anyone. We always have belief in you, in God, that you will be fine. So does he. He believes in his love. That's it will save you then. Be with him. Don't break him and his belief. You will understand it more easily. Just put yourself in his position and him in your position. Think what's wrong and right. You heard her calmly. You understand what she was trying to say. Mrs. Kim, don't stress yourself. Take your time, then think. Come on now, you need to take your dinner. You notes with a weak smile. Mrs. Kim adjusts the food on table bed and then serves you. You mom again soup. I hate this. Mrs. Kim smile. Don't worry, just for few days when you will be fine and back to soil. I will make your favorite food every day. You really, Mrs. Kim, I promise. Come on now, I will make you eat. You, it's okay, mom. I will, Mrs. Kim. No, I will. She took spoon and make you eat. After that, nurse came and gave you medicine. Mrs. Kim made you lay on bed and tell you to sleep. You closed your eyes and was thinking about her words. Mrs. Kim saw you asleep, then only door opened. It was Taehyung. He came in, said, Taehyung, mom, you go with Jangkung. I will be here. Mrs. Kim, okay, take your Taehyung notes. Mrs. Kim goes out. Taehyung sees you sleeping peacefully. He comes to you and sits beside you, caresses your hair. He leaned you and kissed your forehead. Taehyung, good night, you. Then he get up to go and sleep on couch. He was about to work, but he felt your hold on his hand. You, I am sorry, Taehyung said, opening your eyes. He turned to look at you. You, I am sorry. I shouldn't have said you all that. Please forgive me, Taehyung. What's the need to say sorry when you will do it again? He said and looks away. You feel sad with his word. You sat on bed. Taehyung, you please sleep. You, I will but first sit here. Taehyung, you, what are you? You look at him giving pleading look. Taehyung, okay. He sit beside you. He looked at him and then hugged him, struggling into his chest. He looked at you. You closed your eyes, keeping your head on his chest. You, I am really sorry, Taehyung. I said just because I don't want you to forget that whatever I said, I will never say that again. I promise. Please forgive me, Taehyung. He had you. He could usually feel your sadness in your voice. He didn't want to see you like this, but he was hurt. He encircled his arm around you, hugging you back. Taehyung, swear on me, you are never gonna say me to move on, Taehyung. Taehyung, just say, you okay, I swear I will never do that again. Please forgive me now, Taehyung. It's okay. Just remember this promise always. I never say those things again. You smile a little. You lift your head to look into his eyes. You never ever. Taehyung also smiled. He leaned and pecked your lips. Taehyung, now sleep, okay? You notes be like this. It feels so good. Taehyung wrapped his both arms around you and adjusted himself on bed, putting his legs up. Taehyung, I am here only. He kisses your face and hair. You closed your eyes and after some time you fell asleep. His embarrassed. Taehyung was also feeling sleepy. He also slept like that only. Weeks later, doctor's cabin. Doctor say, Mr. Kim, we are the final stage of her treatment. She is really brave and your family supported her so much that gave her strength. Taehyung, so she is going to be fine now. Doctor, I told you already she had less chances, but I am sure she will be fine. Until now, treatment went well and reports are good. But this week is really crucial for her. 2 days later, we will do the final surgery and then we'll see the report. If everything go well, then she will be all right. But for now, she needs to be more strong and more than that. You need to be strong. I hope you know what I mean.